Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is the fact that someone has the audacity to speak on something. And I understand that she was found not guilty. But ma'am, you don't get to play the privacy card. Not after 2011. Actually, not ever. Okay. In her first on-camera interview in over a decade, Casey Anthony tears up and says, quote, "It's a hard thing to live with every day because nothing's going to bring her back." Ma'am, you don't get to cry about your hard life. Not after 31 days of partying while your 2-year-old laid in the woods. Okay? And not when we have such technology that could have ended this nightmare on day one. Hey y'all, it's me, Autumn. Okay? If you're new here, we break down wild stories, okay? All kinds of theories and from all over the world. All right, I touch on current events. And I just covered a story on my other channel. It gets released at noon. And it's about flock cameras. Okay, so make sure you go and you watch that. All right. But today, we are flipping the script. Because Casey Anthony, the woman who was acquitted of taking the life of her daughter Kaylee in one of the most infamous trials ever, is back. She's playing victim in a 2022 Peacock docuseries. And the irony, she's whining about scrutiny, while surveillance could have saved her daughter's life. So let's unpack this mess step by step. Quick story, if you slept through June of 2008, Orlando, Florida. Beautiful 2-year-old Kaylee vanished. Her mom, Casey, was then 22 years old, did not report it for 31 days. How? Instead, she got a tattoo, Bella Vita, beautiful life. She hit the clubs, crashing with friends, Googling chloroform, and how to make a child go to sleep. Her story? That Kaylee was kidnapped by an imaginary nanny, the Zanny. Okay? Cops find Kaylee, her little self, in a swamp near the house. Her car was impounded. There was a smell in the trunk. She said, "Oh, I must have left ground beef in there." No, it was decom. That's what the forensics guy said. Trial of the century, 2011. I'll never forget. I watched every day of that trial. Prosecution, or by duct tape or chloroform. Defense, accidental drowning. Covered up by the grandfather. And the jury bought it. She was acquitted. The only thing she was guilty of was lying to the cops. She walked free. America rioted. rioted. Kaylee, no justice. Cut to 2022. Peacock. They dropped Casey Anthony, Where the Truth Lies. It lies in that little patch of woods where her daughter's body was. Her first sit-down interview since the verdict. She's all therapy speak now, blaming trauma, Stockholm syndrome, even accusing her dad of what happened to Kaylee and handing her the limp body. But the real tea, her complaints about the fallout. She says, quote, I live with that guilt of feeling like I failed her and I didn't keep her safe and protect her. No, you were in the club. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. You were in the club, okay? You were getting tattoos. You were getting drunk. You were showing your ass and doing whatever the hell you wanted to do at 22 years old. Okay. I became a mom at 22. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. She said, I've always wanted the truth because I've lived so long without it. Liar. She said, the media hounded you. Sure, but, you partied while search parties combed swamps for your kids. That's what the woman said to her. And then it's why all of this is so hard. Even if I someday get answers that I need, it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. Hard. Try being Cindy Anthony. Try being your mother for 2 seconds, plastering Kaylee's face on billboards while you lied about a job that you never had at Universal. And the real bitch is that why didn't she call 911? And the woman said, I know people are going to question why I didn't call, make a phone call. But she said, I didn't tell her anything. Why lie? Knowing that I failed to protect my child and keep failing her, even after that, people question it's because it's insane. Casey, 31 days, no tears till cuff clipped. Yeah. I mean, we don't cry. I still cry over my son. If I don't get to see him all the time, I call him and I'm like, She's framing it all as like this survival mode for child abuse. All right, yeah, fine. Okay, therapy's real, but crying privacy and judgment now? Huh? While grifting off of a docuseries? Nah. No. That's the audacity that we can't see. Okay? So now she's got balls now. Okay? She's got balls. And I'm going to show you something. You see this? Okay. She put this out. And it says, to all the survivors of J.E. and Ghislaine and every single other individual who used you, we stand united with you. To the United States Congress, we implore you to continue to release the documents, to continue to protect the VIX, to release every single name of the... This has been a legal battle of the century. One that, as much as we have heard about it, the majority of the information has been suppressed or redacted. I bet if we were to look at your court documents, they'd be redacted, huh? There are at least 1,000 VICs. What happened to them should never be justified. Oh, but what happened to your daughter? Huh? These were children, teenagers, and now they're grown, still telling their stories. They're still fighting for justice. And then it goes on to say, to anyone, especially Megyn Kelly, oh, you're going to drag Megyn into this, huh? Who have the audacity. She has the audacity. You have the audacity because you open your mouth. Okay? Sit down. To justify even for one moment of these crimes, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed as a woman. Okay. Keep talking. You should be ashamed as a lawyer. And how effing dare you continue to victimize these victims? Teenagers are children by law. Casey, do you have to be reminded of what you did? There are statutes in place federally and in each individual state that protect people under the age of 18. They are not considered legal adults until at least 18. Every incident that occurred was a crime. What you did was a crime. There is no justification for these comments and statements, legal or otherwise. Stop using your platforms to lift up the abusers and to further hurt who were victimized from day one. No one is justifying what happened to these women. No one. Okay? I don't remember hearing, I'm not one to watch Megyn Kelly, but I don't think that as a woman, she would do something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't watched anything. But then again, I'm not one to watch her. But I highly doubt she would do something like that. I don't think she would put her career on the line for something like that, okay? But Casey, you are there's a line in the sand. All right. You crossed it. Okay. I mean, I get second chances. All right. Trauma is brutal. All right. I've been there. Okay. But some lines you don't cross, and you crossed it. Okay. Casey Anthony, you partied while your daughter was laying in the woods. Okay. You lied on her. And now you want pity for the hard scrutiny. And now you're trying to make up because you're trying to stand up. Okay. No, I'm sorry. But you are one woman I wouldn't want on my side. Okay. And I am a survivor of SA. Okay. You are one woman I would not want on my side. Okay. So sit down. Keep this shut. Okay. Keep it shut. We don't want to hear it from you. Okay. So what do you guys think? Does she deserve privacy or the eternal side eye? All right. Drop it in the comments. Okay. Please like, subscribe. Okay. Especially if this lit a fire under your tuchus. Okay. I will see you guys in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fearless. And God bless. Ciao.